part about fighting the score sheet, which we'll talk about, I think, later on when we're talking about the two different score sheets, is the subjectivity of all-star cheerleading.
Mm-hmm.
From a very analytical standpoint, I used to be a math teacher. I am a numbers girly.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you are telling me that I can get a 0.6 to a 0.8 just based off of what you think, it's very hard for me to comprehend, especially because a lot of times when we see it is when you have a good performance, whether the technique was great or not, but the performance was there, you score a little higher.
Right.
Which is why, if you, again, are part of our program, we make sure to cheer no matter what.
Yeah.
Because it always helps. The biggest thing they tell you is that you can't fight technique. So that right side, that subjective side, you're not allowed to fight. It's supposed to be the judge's discretion. Now, what I do, and hopefully this doesn't get me in trouble, because it might, is I basically just go and say, hey, can I get clarification on this standing tumbling technique? I thought it was great, but you took off 0.6, and I just don't agree. So can you just tell me what I can do better so I don't mess that up?
Do they get nervous?
No, what happens is they'll either do one, they'll pull out the video and they'll say here, and here.
They point out the kids.
And they'll point out the kids that do it wrong.
Oh, no.
Which is even better for me, because then I go to the coaches and be like, you can tell this kid, and this kid, and this kid that they did it wrong. Or number two, they'll look at it and be like, you know what, you're right. I think it should be a 0.4. That does not happen very often, because even if they agree with me, they won't change what the judges think. But it also is helpful, because even if they won't change it, if I do it on day one, on day two, it's in their minds.
Yeah, you'll get the
to be like, maybe watch that tumbling technique this time.
Okay.
But I will say, even though sometimes with the score sheets and fighting them, a lot of times, like I said, if I get 0.6 off on tumbling technique and I'm like, I don't agree with that, when I get those results later and the other team got 0.8 or 1 point off of tumbling technique, I'm like, okay.